Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Wanted to provide a quick update on my Glock 19 build that I've been working on and have a few previous videos on. I've got it pretty much done as far as assembly goes. When I left off, I had everything assembled except for the optic, so I wanted to provide a few updates. So one thing I did change is I went and got an extended mag release because the factory release, it just didn't feel right. It was a little bit, more awkward trying to get to it. This one, a lot easier. So that's an OEM Glock release. Once I got that installed, I went ahead and did the safety checks that I wanted to do before putting the optic on. I ran dummy rounds through a mag. I do that with every new build. The first cycling of the mag, I kind of had to almost force everything to go through, with a little extra effort. Second mag, it went fine. What I believe it was is just everything is coated on this. The barrel's coated, the slide's coated. I think there was just a very tight interlock here because if you look, you can see some wear marks where it started wearing in. And same with the feed ramp on the barrel. It was almost like the round was just kind of binding in some of the coating that's on the barrel on the feed ramp and in the chamber. After putting a few magazines of dummy rounds through it, it now is cycling fine. If I'm hand cycle, I just pull the slide back, let go, it chambers the round, no problem. Keep doing that. I can go through magazines and I'll just, fling out the dummies, no problem. So that was one thing I had to do. Once I confirmed I was pretty happy with how it was cycling, went ahead, did a drop test on it. It's a Glock. It's got a safety on the firing pin. You should not have an issue, but I still check everything to be safe. Passed all those with flying colors. So then it was time to install the optic. So as you can see, I do have the Gideon Omega optic on here. Went to install it and I did run into a problem. Right there, you can see where the rear sight would go on this slide. This is the Steel City Arsenal, I think is the name of the company off the top of my head, but it's the MGB tribute slide that they did. That location of the rear sight did not work with this optic, just based on the shape of the optic and where it mounts. I went with this optic because I wanted to try Gideon and I needed something that was an RMR based on what this slide had. This was a pretty good option. So that was why I went with it, not really thinking that I would have that issue. So something to keep in mind if you're going to put an optic on an aftermarket slide, consider where that sight mounts and the shape of the optic. But I will say I did make the decision to remove the rear sight. This is not going to be a carry gun. This is just a go take it to the range, have fun, Gucci gun. This is, something to play with. So I didn't really care so much that it's not going to have the rear sight post there because I'll just use the optic at the range and be done with it. As you can see, everything is working. Here it just shows as a red dot, but this is actually the optic that has a circle and crossbars on it. So, but yeah, it looks like it's just showing as a red dot in the actual video. So, but anyway, optic is on. Everything has been checked and finalized as far as safety goes. So I'm going to go ahead and take this thing to the range. And once it comes back from the range, I will have a final evaluation. So if you want to follow along, see how it turns out, please hit like, please hit subscribe, please hit the notification bell, and I'll be back. Thanks for watching.